Alright, well, this is John with Catfish Garage. Hadn't been able to do much with the car. I had to go back to work. And hopefully, I got stuff here. I want to get back on it, do the videos. I enjoy the videos. They're cool. And like I said before, if you're doing the videos, it forces you to work on your car. That's just my opinion. But anyway, end of July 31st is my official severance date from the company I work for. And hopefully I'll make it till then. I should, good Lord willing. All right, let's go to the garden. Work up there this morning before it gets too hot. But I figured I'd come up here, make a little video of the garden. And this here's a spaghetti squash. And this thing has just turned massive. It's got spaghetti squash everywhere on it. These two are also spaghetti squash. This here is horseradish. I know. A lot of people won't eat it. But, well, we got another spaghetti squash in amongst the... supposed to be zucchini and yellow squash. But as you can see down in there, I don't know if you can really see it or not, but there's more spaghetti squash. Just like that one in there. Alright. These are my cucumbers. I gotta get in here and weed out this stuff. There's always some weed. But you can see the cucumbers are full of blooms. So I still try to keep them to where they'll go up on the fence. Oh! Look at there. I don't know if you can really see it or not. That little cucumber. Alright. Another row of cucumbers. They're doing pretty good. These are my tomatoes. These are peppers. Jalapeno and cayenne. Tomatoes are looking really good. I got one that died. I'm not real sure what's going on with this thing. But I don't need disease up here. Woo! Alright. Yeah. These old yellow leaves. I ain't real sure what was going on with that. It could be from overwater when we got so much rain, or they're just running out of nitrogen. And sometimes them first growth leaves will die anyway. But man, these things are looking good. I'm about ready for a mater sandwich. Alright. And then here's some onions we planted back in February. Been drying most of them. They had way too many onions. But these, and this right here was garlic. We've already processed that. But you can see that I believe these onions are getting close to needing to be pulled. And some of them will go on the dehydrator. Alright. So these two here were called mortgage lifter tomatoes. I seen it on a YouTube channel, believe it or not. And they're interesting. They say that those can produce a hell of a lot of tomatoes. We'll see. Never grew them before. I'm awful bad to do that. Grow a bunch of stuff just to say I grew it. Alright. So I need to get my tiller out so I can bust up that one side over here, clean up that grass in there. I also got flowers in there, but right now the grass is choking everything out. That spot there is going to be saved for the wife's cabbage this year because she's into making sauerkraut. Alright, got the tiller out of the garage, a little an earthquake tiller. And we're getting ready to go up here and straighten out this one part. I may come around the ends and get them also. But one thing at a time. Okay, so that's really all I was after this morning, was getting the grass out of everything. The straw takes care of most of it, and I just wanted to come down here and get the grass out of there. Alright. Alright, I'm going to pull some onions. They're getting about big enough to be taken out. When they hit a certain point, you know. Yeah, kind of like these here. We'll get these and start drying them, store them for the winter. They won't make it out. It sounds good. Alright. And some of these onions, you know, smaller ones,
will get put on the dehydrator.
Look at this one here. I know most people don't care about nothing like this. I grew it. I didn't buy it at the damn store. Alright, let's see. That looks like a dehydrator onion. Oh yeah. I do have some to put up. My wife likes to buy dahlias. Nothing wrong with that. I like them too. For me, I can just eat a onion and mayonnaise sandwich. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Well, I believe I got them all. We're going to get this ready for Brussels sprouts. Alright, so now we're going to start washing onions. Along with the people. A lot of people say, oh, you're not supposed to wash them. You're not supposed to do this. I'm going to do mine the way I want to do them. I washed the garlic, and they turned out just fine. Alright. Now. Alright. And leave that in there, go on the dehydrator. That works. Oh yeah. Now most of the green tops on the earlier onions are dehydrated. I dehydrated some of the a lot of the tops. They got a good flavor. But these onions are at the end of the cycle, so. And that's usually when you pull them, when you start seeing the top of it turn yellow and the tops go bad. You know, they'll just start turning and right there we get rid of that. Got dirt in it. That happens. Get a bad one. Yeah, when the old tops get as old as these are, they'll start getting woody. That's what they used to. That's what I always heard it called. It gets real fibrous. I guess because it's like eating on a piece of wood. Yeah. All right. Let's see. How many more I got down here? I think that's it. And I wanted to get out here today too and do this before Mr. Sun came up. Started blistering my old pumpkin. So we're now going to start dehydrating some onions, getting prep going dehydrator. And I really don't know how much you can see what I'm doing, but we're slicing them up, keeping them about a 1/4 inch thick, no more than a 1/4 inch. And we'll stick them in the dehydrator. I already got 2 half-gallon jars full of them. Another quart jar full of onions. And I know some there are people going to say, well, you bombing the store. Yeah, well, you can. I give you that. But they're not as damn good. All right, have a little plate. All right. Got some racks. Now you're going to notice that on this rack, there's a couple of pieces on there left over from yesterday. That's because they wasn't fully dry. That's okay. We got time. All right. Let's see here. Right. That may help a little bit. So I gotta get my onions over here. Now, all right. Now, I don't know if you can really see it, but that's about the thickness we're gonna go with. I'll get a better piece here in a minute. And I'm sure there's other ways to do it. But so that's about what we're looking for right there. Something like that. No, they don't have to be perfect. Yes, you will tear up a little bit doing this. Yes, that piece is too big. That's all right. We'll fix that. All right. And so you also got to know that you do not want to do these in your house. I mean, I guess you can. It's your house. But these things, you know, onions got that chemical in it that gives them the smell they have. I don't know what it is. I ain't Googling it either. But when you start dehydrating them, it kind of air, you know, it puts it in the air. I don't know the correct term. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's not something you want in your house. Now, one reason why I want to dehydrate these too is because, you know, I think they'd be good in a hamburger, meatloaf, stews. It's just like using regular minced onion from the stores, just as I have a little better flavor. And you don't have to use these as a whole piece. You know, you can put them in a, like we got one of them ninja things that, man, it turns everything into damn dust or neutralize. Yeah, it just tears. Yeah, it's good. It makes good powder. You just have to be careful. Like if you just want to mince them a little bit, you just got to turn it down a little bit. But that's what I use to grind up my peppers with after I dehydrate them. It sounds like I may be a dehydrating expert, but I'm not. We just bought this one last year. And we got an old one up there. It's one of them old oyster brand or whatever. Had that thing forever. It still works. It's just the bearings in it kind of. Yeah, little motor. The bearings in the motor are standing a little rough. And there's no time or heat control on it. So, well, I wasn't good with it. Pay attention. But I really like this one. That's why I'm looking forward to getting my squash. We had some mini squash last year that I started dehydrating them. And man, I made 1/4-inch thick chips, put them on the dehydrator. Made zoodles. We got one of them little zoodle machines up there. Makes the noodles out of zucchini or whatever. And man, I'm gonna tell you what, it was good. Now, you know, you have to remember that it's not fresh out of the garden, so it's been dehydrated. So even though you put it in water, it doesn't fully come back to what it was size-wise. Now the flavor in them is more concentrated. But doing yellow squash, I found that it has more of a, for me, so it's what I would call it. It's an iron flavor. Now I don't know really what it truly is, but that's just what my taste buds say. But the zoodles, oh my goodness. You take them and put them in, you put them in a little water, about 45 minutes to an hour. Or you can put them in there overnight in the refrigerator. And make sure you dump your water out. And then make spaghetti sauce. Or, you can use jarred spaghetti sauce, I guess. We don't. Wife's really good making spaghetti sauce. And she's a good cook. And, man, simmer them in there for, 45 minutes to an hour. It's whatever you feel like. I'm going to tell you, it's good. All right. So hopefully when I get done with these onions, I'll quit rambling on. Now the onions, I'm going to lay them up on this table. I got another table over there if I need it. But we'll spread them out, let them start drying. Well, I ain't going to have as many onions as I thought I was going to have. Well, that's okay. I got plenty. And like I was saying, we're getting ready. I'll have to go back up there and get the tiller. Start prepping all that for cabbage and Brussels sprouts. Never grew. Well, I'll be honest with you, I never grew either one. But my wife said she wanted some fresh grown cabbage. She was looking for some. And she couldn't find any anywhere. So. And well, she, like I said earlier, she likes to make sauerkraut. Well, she started making it this year. I know when I was younger, kid, we helped Grandma and Grandpa make sauerkraut. We did everything. And if you've never had real homemade kraut, you're missing out. It takes time. You got to get it to ferment, and it's a natural fermentation process for preserving food. And my eyes are starting to water. But it's some good stuff. I think if more people would go back to doing stuff like this, I think they'd find out that, the homegrown food and everything is really better for you. Well, all right then. I found another piece of onion. I ain't gonna waste it. But then again, it's all about, how you grew up and what you grew up on. We didn't have a whole lot. Well, nothing wrong with it. I mean, I know people think, well, my kids have to have blah, blah, blah. I don't want to tell you what. We were not sharecropper dirt poor, but we, like I say, we didn't have everything. And we did good. I mean, we were fine. Okay. Now we're going to start laying some onions out. I got another table. But for right now, let's see how many I can get on this one. What we're wanting them to do is dry. And this is a good spot for them in here. You can do them outside. But it's better if you can do them inside, I think. Because what that does then is we'll cut the tops off about here. And then we cut the roots off. And then we'll put them in a bag and then we hang them down there in the basement. Alright. Well, I think I got enough room. This other table now. We'll spread some extra onions out here. Alright. I believe we got enough room. Yeah. All right. And no, this is not a stainless steel food grade table. But now you got to realize that's what you got you protected. I mean, I wiped it off and shit. Good enough. I mean, you grew them in the dirt. There ain't no real chemicals on none of that. All right. Dump everything outside. Don't like leaving my Lowe's liquor buckets out. But nowadays, you never know. Damn people will steal anything. Yeah. Alright. Well, that's the garden and the onions. You know, garden maintenance, getting the weeds out and everything. Got my onions on. I'm going to go eat breakfast. Because the wife's done cooked breakfast this morning. And I've only been outside an hour and a half. But it's already starting to get nasty out. So, alright, if anybody's watching, I appreciate it. The only other thing I'm going to do today is put some bacon on the pit boss. We're going to hot smoke it. Normally during the winter time, you know, fall, winter, spring, when it's still cool outside, you can cold smoke your bacon, which is that's the best way to do it. But we're going to hot smoke it. We already did some buckboard bacon. That was really good. And but anyway, this video's over. Anybody watching, I appreciate it. You know, if you want to click like and subscribe, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. That's all up to you. You in charge of your mouth. All right, guys, have a good one.